Very important concept for the competitive exams because hi students, already I discussed PKA. Hi students, in the previous video I discussed about the PKA, PKB, acid strength, factors affecting the acid strength, how to calculate the Ka if K1, K2 etc. given out. Then what is the total of pKa plus pKb? So very important concept only I discussed in the previous videos also. Now continuing that, this video also very important for computer exams. It is common ion. In this video I am going to explain that common ion effect. Just see you. I have CH3 COOH acetic acid, which is a weak acid which ionizes to give CH3 COO minus ion plus H plus ion, acetate ion and the hydrogen ion. So there will be a dissociation constant for this, which will be CH3 COO minus concentration into H plus concentration divided by CH3 COOH concentration. I can have your acetic acid plus water giving acetate ion and H3O plus ion also. That was I can write A is equal to CH3 COO minus ion into H3O plus ion divided by acetic acid concentration also. Like this also I can write. That time what to do? CH3 COOH plus water gives CH3 COO minus ion and the H3O plus ion that I write. Okay. So this is the dissociation constant for this weak acid, which is acetic acid. See, for this what I do is I will add a strong salt like CH3 COONA. Usually strong salt or strong electrolyte only, means they will be ionizing completely almost CH3 COO minus and the Na plus ion. See, this is an equilibrium. The dissociation of the weak acid is reversible nature and it is an equilibrium also. Now I am adding a sodium acetate. So actually what I did now, see here, by adding the sodium acetate, I am disturbing the reaction at equilibrium. Means I am applying a constraint to the equilibrium now. What is the constraint? I am increasing the acetate ion. Means I am putting a constraint in the form of addition of or increase of product concentration. And what the Lee-Chatterjee principle says, if a constraint is applied to a system at equilibrium, maybe temperature, maybe concentration change, maybe pressure change or the volume change, the system or the reaction tries to nullify it by shifting the direction of equilibrium. So, I am adding a constraint in the form of addition of one of the product concentration. Please remember, I did not directly increase the product concentration, but I added a substance which will going to increase the product concentration by dissociation of it. So, what happened here? To nullify this, increase in the concentration of this acetate ion, what the reaction tries to do according to Leach's principle? They tries to nullify it by shifting the equilibrium into the backward direction or to the left. Why this what happened then? See, already acetic acid is a weak acid, and now its dissociation is further suppressed, reduced because of this increase in the acetate ion. And this suppression in the degree of dissociation, see, as this acetic acid dissociation is suppressed, the suppression in the degree of dissociation of weak electrolytes, how? Upon addition of strong electrolyte, but what should be that? Having common ion. Having common ion, that is called as common ion effect. Suppression in degree of dissociation of what? Weak electrolyte. How? Upon addition of strong electrolyte having common ion, that is called as the common ion effect. A CH3 COOH and CH3 COONE. B ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide. C HCl and NaOH. D both A and B. See, for showing the common ion effect, remember one thing: either weak acid or a weak base is a must. Weak acid or a weak base is a must. One thing. Here. Acetic acid CH3COOH. It's a weak acid plus HCl. Here CH3COOH will give CH3COO minus and the H plus. HCl will give H plus and the Cl minus. There is a common ion. So this also can show a common ion effect. But HCl and sodium hydroxide, what happens here? It's an acid base, neutralization reaction takes place. So here common ion effect will not be that. Now ammonium chloride will give ammonium ion plus the Cl minus ion, which is a strong electrolyte, complete ionization. Ammonium hydroxide will give NH4 plus and the OH minus. See, this is a common ion over here. So there is a common ion effect again here. So weak acid and a strong salt, they can show that common ion effect. See, in the salt analysis, just recall. In the second group, what you do? O is, for that we are adding the dilute HCl, then we are passing the aqueous gas. If you are not aware, go through the salt analysis chart. So HCl will give H plus ion and the Cl minus ion. H2S will give H plus and S2 minus ion. And you see, H2S is weak. So there exists equilibrium between that ionized and non-ionized oxygen. And you see, this is the common ion effect. This is the common ion. So, due to the presence of this common ion here, the dissociation of H2S will be suppressed because reaction will be shifted towards the left. So in the solution, plenty of H2S will be there, not the S2 minus ions. Plenty of H2S will be there, not the S2 minus ion. This is due to the common effect only. Suppression in the degree of dissociation of an weak electrolyte upon addition of strong electrolyte having common ion. That is called as common ion effect. Now, application of this common ion effect. Just remember one point. Ionic product, if crosses the solubility product, then in such cases precipitate formation will be there. PPT will be formed. Note it properly. Ionic product, we write it as Ki. Solubility product, we write it as Ks. If the ionic product crosses the solubility product, precipitation occurs. Ki is equal to Ks, then it is a saturated solution. Saturation will be there. Whereas Ki less than Ks, it is not meant that reaction will not occur, but no precipitation will be there. The reaction will occur only, but no precipitation will be there. No PPT, but not no reaction. Note this. No precipitate will be formed. So, common ion effect is used in the salt analysis also, in the analytic chemistry. And also in the salt analysis. See, second group, basic radical. What are they? I have copper 2 plus etc. And they are precipitated as Cu2S sulfides in the second group. Now, see, when you are given the salt, it is not that only the copper will be there. You may be given the zinc salt also. So, zinc will react with this second group reagent to give zinc sulfide. But only thing is that copper sulfide precipitate, where the zinc sulfide, aluminum sulfide, barium sulfide, potassium sulfide etc. will not precipitating it. In the second group, all will be converted into sulfides, because what are the reagent there? Reagent used is HCl followed by H2S. So, when the H2S is passed to the HCl and the original OS solution, I get a sulfide formation even for the zinc also. But only copper precipitate as sulfide, black precipitate will be there. Zinc will not precipitate. Why it is? See, first point remember, copper as copper sulfide has low solubility product value. Zinc as zinc sulfide has high solubility product. And one more point remember, Ki is not greater than the Ks, then no precipitation. Whereas Ki greater than the Ks, then precipitation occurs. Clear this? Without the ionic product crossing the solid product, there is no precipitation over there. HCl added will be ionizing as H plus and the Cl minus because a strong electrolyte. H2S added will ionize 2H plus S2 minus. Say your salt is copper sulfate, CuSO4, second row, Cu2 plus SO4 2 minus ionization will be there. Salt going to use copper sulfate. Now, CO, this Cu2 plus react with sulfide ion, Cu2 plus S2 minus gives CuS. And remember, ionic product should cross the Ks than the precipitation. And copper as CuS. Conversion has low Ks value, low levels. And remember here, ionic product for this will be, what will that is equal to the product of this Cu2 plus into S2 minus concentration. Ionic product. And remember here, because of the common ion effect, dissociation of the H2S is suppressed, solution is very low S2 minus ion. So this value is very low. So when this S2 minus is low, ionic product becomes low. But what I said, copper CuS has low Ks value. The low Ki value obtained can sufficient to cross low Ks value and the precipitation occurs. Just simple, you see. Phi is very less value, but another value is therefore, then this phi can cross it. Yes or no? Take that only. Solubility product is low only and K obtained here is low, but it is greater than the K's value, so the precipitation occurs. Now, zinc as zinc sulfide formation. You see how to happen? Zinc sulfate salt is there, you see, use zinc 2 plus sulfate 2 minus ion. So this zinc 2 plus will take the S2 minus ion and use zinc sulfide. Is a copper? I can write zinc sulfate now. Okay. So these two react and use that zinc sulfide. And remember, you know, zinc as zinc sulfide has high Ks value. Solubility product for the zinc sulfide is high. But remember here, in the second row, we get ionic product for the zinc sulfide formation low only, very low, very less. Why? See, because of the common ion effect, dissociation of the H2S suppressed means S2 minus ion concentration becomes low. And the ionic product of zinc sulfide is zinc 2 plus concentration into S2 minus concentration. And this is low, this Ki also becomes low. So, Ki which is low cannot cross high Ks value and no precipitation occurs. No precipitation. Ki value is low due to the common ion effect over there, but Ks value for the zinc sulfide is high only. It is a property. You cannot change it. It's not just Roberts were wrote zinc sulfide has the Ks value high, so it becomes high. Zinc as zinc sulfide has a high Ks value only. So I or you cannot do anything for this. It is this property. So high Ks value cannot be crossed by the low Ki value, no precipitation occurs. Now, see here, take one more example. Third group, basic radical. What happened here? What is that? Third group reagent. I have ammonium chloride, then ammonium hydroxide with OS. OS plus ammonium chloride plus ammonium hydroxide. And how the third group radical precipitate? Third group radical precipitate as their hydroxide. If the aluminium is there, aluminium hydroxide. Iron is there, iron hydroxide, etc. AlOH. Now, in the third group, I get the aluminium hydroxide white PPT or the iron hydroxide white PPT. But that does not mean that other cations are not reacting with this reagent. Zinc will react with the OH minus and gives zinc hydroxide also. Not only aluminium, zinc hydroxide. Only thing that this will not precipitate, only this. Al3 plus OH minus gives AlOH thrice. Equation is not balanced. This precipitate, not this. Why this? See, I have aluminium sulfate salt, you see Al2SO4 thrice salt. Use Al3 plus SO4 2 minus. So it is 2Al, it is 3SO4 2 minus. Ammonium chloride. We get ammonium plus ion, NH4 plus ion, plus Cl minus ion. Ammonium ion. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. Gives ammonium plus OH minus ion. And what is that? See, ionic product is equal to Al. How this reaction? Now Al3 plus will react with the OH minus to give AlOH thrice. So ionic product is equal to Al3 plus ion concentration into OH minus concentration to the power 3. This is the ionic product of this aluminium hydroxide. Now, if the zinc is there, zinc sulfate will give zinc 2 plus SO4 2 minus. Zinc 2 plus will react with the OH minus to give zinc hydroxide. So, ionic product of zinc hydroxide is equal to zinc 2 plus concentration into OH minus concentration to the power 2. And remember, zinc hydroxide has high Ks value, whereas aluminium hydroxide has low Ks value. Remember this. Now see here. There is a common ion effect. Because of this, ammonium hydroxide dissociation suppressed. So, less OH minus will be in the solution. Means this will be less. OH minus is less. Means Ki value become less. Due to common ion effect, what happened? Ki becomes low. But what is it here? Aluminium as aluminium hydroxide has a low Ks value also, but this low Ki value is greater than low Ks value. That is Ki crosses Ks and the precipitation occurs. But never in the third group basic radical detection I'll get a high Ki value. Because of the common effect, I'll get a low only. But for zinc hydroxide to cross high Ks value, high ionic product Ki needed, which will not be obtained here. In the third group we get only the low Ki value only. So what about that? Ki will cannot cross Ks, no precipitation occurs. Not in properly. Zinc hydroxide will not precipitate in the third group. So applications very important only. No precipitation occurs because Ki cannot cross the Ks value. Important, note it properly. For which? Only for the zinc or the barium, not for aluminium. Aluminium will have the low Ks value as aluminium hydroxide. And remember, solubility product of aluminium as aluminium sulfate is different than the aluminium hydroxide. Different values are there. Now see here, why the zinc now precipitate the fourth group? Fourth group, what do you have? We have zinc 2 plus ion, Mn 2 plus ion, etc. What is the group region? What is the group region? OS plus ammonium chloride plus ammonium hydroxide. Then pass the H+, means hydrogen sulfide is passed to a basic medium. So ammonium chloride gives ammonium plus ion and the Cl minus ion. Ammonium hydroxide gives ammonium ion and the hydroxide ion. H2S, weak electrolyte gives 2H plus ion and the S2 minus ion. And in the fourth group, if the zinc 2 plus is there, you see zinc sulfate is there, you see zinc sulfate will give zinc 2 plus sulfate 2 minus ion. This zinc 2 plus reacts with sulfide ion. Zinc 2 plus sulfide ion gives zinc sulfide PPT will be there in the fourth group. White PPT. So in the fourth group, zinc is precipitating as zinc sulfide PPT. Already said, zinc as zinc sulfide Ks value is high. In the second group I mentioned. Now what happens here? Let's see. There is a common ion effect. There is a common ion effect. So there is a suppression in the degree of dissociation of ammonium hydroxide. There is a degree suppression in the degree of dissociation of ammonium hydroxide. Plenty of ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide will be there. Lead to weight minus. Now what happens here? See, there is a H plus ion. There is a OH minus ion. So what they do? They react. Because of this reaction, what happens here? A constraint is applied in the form of removal of H plus ion. a constraint is applied in the form of removal of product concentration, means H2S dissociation increases now. H2S dissociation increases means S2 minus concentration increases. So when this is increasing, what happens there? Definitely, yes, see, ionic product is equal to Zinc2 plus concentration into S2 minus concentration. This becoming high because of the removal of certain H plus ion by the reaction to OH minus ion. So when this removal is there, reaction will be directed to the right, forward reaction. So S2 minus become high, and now Ki become high, which will cross high Ks value also. High Ks value, then the precipitation occurs. Real application. Purification of NaCl. See, what you have to do is, through the NaCl solution, pass the HCl. NaCl solution, pass HCl gas. What happens here? NaCl will ionize to give Na plus and the Cl minus. HCl will give H plus and the Cl minus. See, what happens here? Let's say common ion effect. So when this common ion is there, what happens? The dissociation of NaCl will be suppressed, means the backward reaction will be favored. Because Cl minus is increasing, means I am applying a constraint in the form of product addition. So backward reaction or the to the left reaction is favored. Now NaCl from the solution get precipitated. Means solid NaCl formation will be more compared to that their ionization water. Next one is salt. Next one is salting of soap. What is soap? Sodium or potassium salt of long chain fatty acid, that is called the soap. Like C60, H35, like C17, H35, COONE, long chain fatty acid. Next one is salting of soap. Salting of soap. Here also we use the common ion effect. CO. What is soap? It is a sodium or potassium salt of long chain fatty acid. C17, H35, COONE. This is the soap, which is obtained through saponification of esters. Reaction of sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide with oil or the fat, that is called as the saponification of esters. So this gives C17, get rectified COO minus and the Na plus. Now what you do is, to this, add it with NaCl. Use Na plus and the Cl minus. See, there is a common ion effects. So due to this common ion effect, what happens? A product concentration is increasing. Na plus concentration increases means the product concentration increases. So reaction is shifted in the backward direction or to the left. Means the CH3 COO dissociation suppressed, they get precipitated, and this is salting out of soap. Here NaCl is not added to the soap for the taste purpose etc. To precipitate it, we are adding the NaCl from the solution state to convert into the solid state. We are adding it.